Let's learn what Git and GitHub actually are and how to use them so that you don't get wrecked by your boss or cause the next CrowdStrike incident. It's first important to note that Git is not GitHub. Git is not GitHub. Git is a local version control system and manager, while GitHub is a remote hosting platform specified for Git projects. You can think of GitHub as almost a AWS server or providing endpoints for hosting projects that can be shared easily between others. In order to make sure you have Git set up, you can check either what version you have, and if you don't have it, install it using the brew install or your Linux installer Windows. From there, you can go towards actually even starting to configure this program. Remember that Git is just like any other command line tool, Git is a program and it can have configurations. Here, what I've done is just set the username and user email configurations for this project. And now while this isn't necessarily a login or strict or even super important right now, what it will do that'll be nice for large projects later on is it'll flag your repository or your program for which worker and email was working on that project. It's sort of a pseudo login and more for helping to tag the author of these Git repositories. We can then move on to actually creating the GitHub repo using the git init command. And what this is going to do is it's going to have Git start watching your directory that you made the Git repository in. And really, you can see that it's located, or this Git file is what is happening after you do git init. This Git file is being created, or directory, that will be used by the Git program for recording and tracking changes and commits that are made, as well as branches and all kinds of other stuff we'll talk about later. We want to now talk about the project workflow in regards to Git and GitHub. Your Git has essentially 3 local levels. You have your working level, which is basically your code space that you're writing in live. And then you have your staging area, which is, okay, these are where the changes made in your workspace are being sort of tracked and recorded almost essentially in that Git file. It's your staging area is kind of the, okay, I'm 95% sure I want to save these changes, kind of like safe area. From there, these staged files and changes get committed through your git commit command.